Hi there, it's Kristen again with ministrytochildren.com. Today I have a very special treat for you. We are going to make some crafts, and we are going to be demonstrating a few simple, adaptable, fun ways that you can use your creative Christian juices. So we're going to make 5 crafts. I'm going to show you how to do 5 crafts in 5 minutes. It might take a little longer than 5 minutes actually, but we're going to make some fun crafts. Now, today, we are going to do one of my favorite topics because the gospel lesson this week is about the parable of the lost sheep and also the lost coin. But let's face it, sheep are a lot more craftable. And in fact, there are so many things that you can do with sheep. I just love it. I go nuts with sheep. So here are some of my favorite sheep crafts. Now, as with anything that we do, please feel free to adapt it to your needs and your resources. Make it your own, make it more creative, make it less creative, make it more elaborate, make it more simple, whatever you want to do and however you want to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you each craft. I will be demonstrating the items that you'll need to have, and I'll get you started on the basic steps of how to do it, and then I will show you the final product and what it kind of sort of could look like in the end. So let's get started. Craft number 1 is probably the simplest one. So this is going to be something you're going to want to do if maybe your kids are little or you're short on time or you just want something really easy to do. What you're going to need is a piece of paper, and this could be white paper, it could be green paper, it could be construction paper, it could be however you want to do it. You're going to need, for pretty much all of these crafts, you will need cotton balls. I recommend the big puffy jumbo ones, but you can use any size. It'll all work. And that's about it for this one. You're also going to need some markers or coloring materials. So what you're going to do, it's very simple. You will first trace the child's hand, or they can trace it if they're old enough. So have them put their hand down on the paper. You're going to trace around it. Then you're going to use that as the outline for your sheep. You're going to decorate it, have them help decorate it, add some grass. You're going to glue. You will also need glue for most of these activities. You're going to glue the cotton balls onto the sheep, and final product, voila, you have a lovely sheep made out of your child's hand. Isn't that so fluffy and sweet? Again, you can make that as elaborate or as simple as you like. The next one is another one that's pretty simple, but usually pretty fun and very doable for kids. So you are also going to need cotton balls. You're going to need glue. And for this one, you will also need a paper bag. And what we're going to make is a sheep puppet. Again, pretty simple. What you're going to do is you'll first want to have the child decorate the face of the sheep. So you can make a little sheepy sheep tongue. You can glue on some eyes if you want to use Google eyes. I highly recommend Google eyes. They're horrible if they fall on the floor and you have to scrape them up, but they're great for crafts. You can have them just draw a face if you want to go real simple. And then you are going to, however able your children are able to do, you are going to help them or have them glue cotton balls onto your paper bag, onto their paper bag. And again, this can get messy, so you will want to supervise small children with the glue and the cotton balls. But you're going to have them glue the cotton balls onto the bag. You can add some little paper ears, or again, have them draw their ears, or you could even use another couple cotton balls for ears and maybe a tail. Final product, elapsed time, is your sheep puppet. Okay, so it looks kind of more like a dog, but that's okay. We're calling it a sheep. It says baa. It says baa. It's a sheep. So you have your sheep cotton balls, your sheepy ears. I think it's the nose that made this one look more like a dog. Anyways, you get the idea. You have a wonderful sheep puppet. Now, that is craft number 2. That means we have 3 more to go, and it's going to take us more than 5 minutes. That's cool. We're hanging in there. So next craft is another one that I enjoy. And this is another simple one, but it's a fun one because your children get to be the sheep. So what you'll need for this one is paper plate, cotton balls, of course, glue, maybe some paper, and scissors, because what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut the center out of your paper plate. Now, for this, I recommend folding it, snipping it, and then popping it open so you have a nice clear center. Then you, the students, are going to be gluing cotton balls around the center of the paper plate. And you can also add some little paper ears. You can add a bow if you want to get real cutesy. And then you have a little sheep mask. You can have them hold it up like this. You can attach a popsicle stick so they can kind of hold it up on the stick. And now, I'm a little sheep. This one is missing its ears. I highly recommend ears. So there's your sheep mask. That is craft number 3. That means we have 2 more. Now the next one, if you have ever made a homemade yarn pom-pom, this is going to go along similar lines. So what you're going to need for this one, it gets a little trickier. You will need some yarn. You will need some sort of a holding device. I would recommend having your materials nearby. Maybe like a half of a toilet paper tube, or just a little piece of cardboard, or a little piece of note paper or something you can use, because what you're going to do is you're going to sort of notch, you can cut or tear little slits into your tube, and you're going to wind your string around the tube. This one does take a little while. Takes a little bit of patience if you want to get a really nice fluffy sheep. Now, of course, if you want your sheep to be the traditional white, you can use white string. You can use green string if you want a green string. Green sheep. You can make a purple sheep. You can make a blue sheep. You can make any kind of sheep. This one happens to be a pink sheep. Why not? Sheep could be pink if they rolled around in a bog of cranberries, maybe. And anyways, what you're going to do is you're going to thread the string through the notches, and then you're going to just start winding it. And you're going to wrap the string around, and you're going to wrap it around, and you're going to wrap it around and around and around and around. And this is why it takes a little bit of patience, because you're going to continue to wrap it and wrap it and wrap it and wrap it and wrap it. Now at the end of your wrapping, you're going to take the string and you're going to wrap it around the other way. You may choose to remove the toilet paper tube from inside of it. You can leave it in there if you have enough yarn built up around it that it's not really showing through. It's up to you. If you want it there for some more bulk, you can keep it in there. If you prefer to take it out and have your fluffy pom-pom sheep to yourself, you can take it out. But after all of the wrapping and winding and weaving, you have options here. You may take scissors and snip the ends if you want your sheep to be more poofy and fluffy. Or you can just leave it there if you want your sheep to be a little more traditional. Then I recommend, once again, a cotton ball, or you can use a pom-pom. For a head, you're going to glue that head on there. You can add some little eyeballs. You can choose to add feet or not add feet. Again, this is up to you. But final result is going to be something like this little guy. Again, he's kind of missing the ears. You could put little tiny pom-poms if you wanted ears. You can put little clothespins or popsicle sticks or pom-poms again if you want some feet down there. You can leave it feetless if you want just a fluffy sheepy sheep. So this is the one where I did snip the ends, and so it's a fluffy kind of sheep. You can leave the ends intact and just have a really woolly sheep. That is up to you. But there's the final product of our fun sheepy friend. And he's very fluffy. All right, one more craft. And this one is kind of my favorite because it's cute. It's pretty simple. Doesn't take too long. What you're going to need, you guessed it, you're going to need some cotton balls again. And you're going to need some glue, of course. Google eyes, I recommend. Don't have to have the Google eyes. And you're also going to need a cup of some sort. So just a regular old styrofoam cup works very, very well. You're welcome to use a clear cup or plastic cup or something else if you want, but I like the styrofoam cup. what you're gonna do with this bad boy. Oh, I'm so sorry. You will also need some clothespins. You can use the Snappy Clippy alligator kind like this, or you can just use the slide on old school style. I do kind of like the alligators because they will help your sheep to stand up. So what you're going to do is you're going to attach, and you can decorate these too if you want to, but you're going to attach your little sheepy feet all around the cup so he has his 4 legs to stand on. And then you're going to use the glue. You're going to put glue around the cup. You can do it in sections, or you can do one massive glue blob and then do all of your cotton balls. I kind of recommend sections, it's less sticky, but maybe you want to get sticky, that's cool too. Then you will cover the gluey cup with the cotton balls. Cotton ball, cotton ball, cotton ball, cotton ball. You want to put a couple on top so he has a little head. Put your eyeballs on top of the cotton ball on top. And final reveal. Again, this little guy is really cute. He's kind of my favorite. Is our little sheepy cup friend. Ta-da! And you can do, I did do little ears on this one. You don't have to. You can sort of do a tail if you want like a little tail at the end, or you can just make it another cotton ball tail. But this one is fun because he is very, very fluffy. He's very easy. And again, it will stand up if you want him to stand on his own. He will stand with his little clothespin feet. So, there you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheep fun crafts. All at your disposal. Pretty simple to do. Any age can do it. And that took us longer than 5 minutes. But I guarantee you this will be a classroom hit, a great success. As long as you've got cotton balls everywhere, you will be in great shape. So, have fun and go make disciples. See you next time.